Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all great and have had a fantastic week. It is Saturday night for me tonight. It's Sunday for you guys, but Saturday night for me. It's been busy and I haven't had a ton of time, and tonight Grayson is at homecoming. And so Mike and I, we went out to dinner. There's kind of like a get-together at the beginning where the class gets together, you do a big group photo, and if you want to stay at the host family's home, you can wait for the kids to finish their dance and then go pick them up and go home. And normally Mike and I, we don't stay. We usually go and take advantage of having a date night and go out to dinner and whatever. So we took a bunch of the kids up to the dance, knowing that we would have to pick up Grayson close to 10 is usually when he's like, I'm done, I'm ready. And they don't drive yet. Even though he's 16, he's just in driver's ed. And most kids are 15 turning 16, like within the next couple of months. So no one's really driving. And the way the school is set up, they don't really need to have their driver's license because they can't really drive themselves. We have limited parking and it's just not a big deal. So we're all here for our kids. So we finished dinner, we get home. It was about 9, maybe a little bit before. But then I get a text saying, can I go to Jack's house? And I'm like, yeah, you can go to Jack's house. Do you have a ride? He says, yes. So we're pulling in, and then I get a text, actually, can you come get us? And so it's my biggest joy and I love to do it. But I said to Mike, I'm like, we gotta go get him. We gotta go get him and all his friends, take him to Jack's house, drop him off, and come home. And we're close to school, but not that close. We're still about 20 minutes away. So we did it. And we always said to Grayson, look, if you need us, we're there. So you call us, we'll get you. And he did. And so right now I'm doing a video waiting for him to text me again and saying, can you come pick me up now? So anyways, I'm not complaining because honestly, it's what I love to do and I am here for it and whatever he needs. So, but I'm here for you guys because I've had a request about eyebrows, and eyebrows are tricky because not everybody's got great eyebrows. Some eyebrows are shaped weird, some eyebrows are non-existent, some eyebrows are sparse, whatever the case is. So, but they do frame your face and they do add a lot to your face. So regardless if they're thick or not, I think it really doesn't matter, because if it works with your features and you can work with them, I think it's awesome. Not everybody needs to have thick brows and not everybody has to have thin brows, and some people look better with thin brows. So I'm going to tell you what I do for my brows, and hopefully it helps you guys in kind of choosing the right product and figuring out what to do with your brows. My brows have been thick since I was a kid, much thicker actually than what they are now, but they weren't tame. Like, they were just thick and bushy, and my mom took me, I think when I was 16, to get them waxed for the first time, and they did a great job. You know, it was very conservative and it was just basically getting all the kind of wild ones down below the brow line. But I grew up in the 90s, and as we all know, those 90s wreaked havoc on our eyebrows because the thinner the better. It was the whole Pam Anderson, you know, big hair, thin eyebrows, almond-shaped eyes, I guess. So, so they were a mess. If you kind of look at my wedding photos, it's like, ugh. But then I found Anastasia. She grew them back out. I had them really, really thick. I had to really go in every couple of weeks to have them done because I had so much hair growing in. And then as I started getting older, they started getting thinner. So I stopped going to her shop because she wasn't doing this, but when I would see some of her other girls, they got really thin. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna leave them alone and let them grow out. And that helped a lot. But in the meantime, when they're growing, they kind of grow uneven because you've got hair coming out on the brow bones, you've got hair coming out on the actual hairline, and you do have to kind of keep up the manicure of them, even if you're just kind of letting them go. So I will start with what I use to grow them out. The two products that I use are Grande Brow and the Obagi Nu-Sil. And I will link both products on my Shop My page, and that link is either in my profile or I will try to link it also down below. It's the two products that I find work the best, and there's an ingredient in both of them, and I don't know what that is, but helps and promotes the growth of hair. I've noticed a huge difference with using a serum for the brow. So if you guys are trying to get thicker, fuller brows, 100% make that part of your nightly routine, because I do think that it makes a difference. The other kind of advice that I got is keep going in to get your brows manicured, because when they pluck or wax or whatever thread, whatever they do, it does help promote the growth of new hair. So even if you don't have any, find somebody that you trust, that you know is not going to take your brows so thin, and that you can work with them to help grow them out, because it will make a huge difference. The other thing is finding the right product to fill in the brows. And this really depends on the kind of brows that you have. So when mine were a little bit thinner and a little bit sparser, I like a thicker pencil. And the one that I like for that is the Chanel, I don't know what it's called. I'm looking for the name of it, but Sourcil. I mean, I've used a lot of it. So this pencil is thicker and like waxier. So when you go to fill in your brows, and I would say to be light, you guys don't have to like crayon your brows. But what I liked about this is that it covered my actual hair and made everything a little bit thicker. And when I use this kind of pencil, I use it for shading. So it's not thin enough where you can make kind of the individual brow hair, but it just creates shading. So when someone looks at you, or if you're taking like a selfie, you just kind of see a shadow of hair. And for a long time, that's the way I used to do my brows, because I wanted to fill in kind of the outside corners and then a little bit down below. Over time and using the serums, my eyebrows have grown in more. And so then I moved to this one, which has always been kind of my go-to for the last, I don't know, for a long time. So this is Surratt. It's a pencil on one side and then a brush on the other. I will say that they're not a great company, because my color that I use, which is the dark brown, is always sold out. So I have to wait, and I've bought 3 of these at a time, and then I buy 3 refills, because what it is if you take the top off, this is the refillable portion, and then you put it back in and you twist it out. But they're always sold out. So it's been really frustrating, and this is a combination of drawing in the individual hair and shading. It's like you can do both. And when it's a thin point like this, that's the best kind to do both. The other one that I use too when I can't find this one is the Kevyn Aucoin. Same kind of thing. It's, you can see, I don't have any left, actually, there it is. It's still really thin, and again, it's got the brush on the other side, so you brush up and then kind of like fill in. I'm not gonna do it only because I can't really see myself, and God knows what that's gonna turn out like. But this is the other one that I like. Again, I'll link everything on my Shop My, so if you guys, depending on what you have, you can go over there and kind of check it out. The most recent one that I've been using is I go to, oh my God, I'm blanking on her name, a woman in Beverly Hills, and Stryker, Christy Stryker. And she came up with this product where you actually draw, this is like a wet tip, and you draw like your streaks of hair, almost like a, what's that procedure called when they kind of tattoo like the feathering? You don't have to do that with this. And this has been my go-to for the last couple of months. My eyebrows right now are pretty full and I don't have to kind of fill them in. I don't have to shade them out. All I need to do is wherever they're just like really sparse, kind of like right in the middle, I'll just kind of do a feather of a mark, and that pretty much takes care of my eyebrows. So I just kind of brush them up. Let me show you. I just brush them up, and then if they're sticking up too far, I'll just take the tip and just pull them down. And I think the serum has been the #1 thing to help me in getting manageable brows, because the less brow you have, I think the harder it is to manage. Same thing with hair. The less hair you have, the harder it is to manage. So the more that you can create and help the health of your hair, whether it's your eyelashes, your eyebrows, or the hair on your head, the easier everything is to take care of. So that's my 2 cents, guys, on eyebrows. I don't really have much to share because I pretty much stick with the same regime. But if I had to choose one thing to really put in on a daily, or maybe 3 times a week, is the growth serum. So try it out, check it out. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys use, or if you have a product that you like. The Obagi and the Grande Lash or Grande Brow for me have been the 2 that have worked. So I'm gonna stick with that unless you guys tell me otherwise. All right, you guys, I hope you are all great. I hope this helps you in finding the right products for your eyebrows. And that's it. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you want to see. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we'll talk soon.